Right. Congratulations, you made it through 2024. Congratulations, I made it through 2024. We're here, we're at the end of December, and Christ, I did a lot in December. That was a lot of video editing. I have got some goals, some targets, some wrap-up-y new things. There's stuff I want to talk about with regard to this channel in 2025. So let's break it down. I'm hoping Future Cat will have put chapters into this video so you can skip around if you want to hear about things or don't want to hear about others. They're where chapters normally are. We're going to kick it off with the fact that I want to take this channel more seriously in 2025. For the last 2 or 3 years, this has been a proper hobby for me. This has been enjoyable. It's been there when I need it. And I've been pretty consistent about 1 video a week every Sunday, and that's been really good. I really enjoy making videos. I love having somewhere that I can talk about my reading. I love the little community of people that I've sort of gathered together. I've started like being able to recognize people's usernames and have chats and work out what people like and have mutuals who read the same sort of things, or don't completely, but we can still appreciate what each other has to say and discussions about that. That is what I wanted from this channel, and I have got some of that, and I'm so excited about that. But I want more because I'm greedy. I would love to be able to grow this channel. At the time of filming, I am 4 subscribers away from 400, which is amazing. I think my goal for this year, 2024, was 350 subscribers. So smash that target. Very happy about that. Was genuinely not sure if I could do that this year. If I was going to put a numerical goal on subscriber count for 2025, sod it. We're nearly at 400. I think I gained about 100 in 2023. Let's double that. If I can get to 600, 650 subscribers in 2025, I would be so happy. That would be amazing. I would be well on my way to the 1,000 subscriber milestone, which is one of the milestones you need to meet in order to be able to monetize YouTube, which again would be amazing. I also want to create more content. I want to do more than 1 video a week for most of this year. I don't know if I could do it every week. I have an eclectic, unpredictable brain at the best of times, but I'm also a planner and a forward thinker when it comes to like organizing myself. And I'm usually pretty good at organizing myself if I have a plan in place and the time to do so and the mental capacity to do so. So what I would like to start doing is, as well as doing weekly videos, doing is it bi-weekly when it's every other week? Once a fortnight, I want to upload an additional video on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't quite decided yet. I want to be able to branch out a little bit. I don't want to challenge myself in some of the ways that I thought I wanted to at the beginning of this year. I think I tried to like push myself to read books and genres that I wasn't necessarily interested in as a way to like push myself out of my reading comfort zone. And as much as that is still a good thing to do, the way I went about it wasn't the right way to do it for me. I have autism. I also have demand avoidance in many aspects of my life. It is definitely something I struggle with. So putting rules and regulations in place for myself, I have come to the conclusion that does not work. If you have demand avoidance or demand avoidant traits, the best way to go about getting around those is to give yourself the illusion of choice. You want to take like a buffet approach and to have flexible boundaries. So that is what I'm trying to give myself this year. I want to try and do that more with videos. So I'm not going to say like the first Wednesday of every month, I'm going to do a vlog or like that's no. I would like to fill those slots in my calendar, but what I fill them with, who knows? Who knows? I'm not going to stick to any hard and fast rules like that because they don't work for me. I will do them for a month and then I will stop. That will just make me feel bad because I couldn't stick to the unachievable goal that I set myself. So yes, more videos. I'm excited about those. If you have any types of videos that you like seeing from me and would like to see more of, or that I haven't done yet or haven't tried and you would like to see me have a go, please let me know. I've got some ideas already and I'm excited to try them. But if you have any burning ideas for videos you want to see me give a try, please let me know in the comments and I'll give them a go. Why not? I have a cat trying to eat the back of my leg right now. Do you mind? Okay. In the same vein, some of you already know because I soft launched it in November, but I now have a Patreon. I am a very baby account. Like I don't even have 400 subscribers at this point, but I, at some point, would love to be able to cancel out the costs that I put into this hobby. Now, that is not to say I can't afford them. I absolutely can afford the costs that I put in. But it would be lovely if at some point in this YouTube journey, for want of a better phrase, if I could pay, like, cancel out the costs that I put into it, that would be amazing. Like, that's a pipe dream goal for me. And while I'm working towards monetization on YouTube, the most obvious way of getting towards that goal was to create a Patreon, so that if anyone wanted to contribute, there is a space there for you to do so should you so wish. Let's break down what my Patreon looks like. So I have 2 tiers on Patreon. I have a tip jar and I have a Goblin Gang. That's it. So my tip jar is £2. That is because I use PayPal to withdraw the money and they take £1 for every transaction. So I have to put the extra £1 on there. It was just going to be £1 originally, but there we go. That's a £2 tip jar. With that, you'll get access to my monthly favourites post where I talk about the music, the media and anything else I've been enjoying, as well as an update on Ratty, the cat, and whatever antics she's been up to that month. You will also get my weekly reading updates where I post a little graphic of every book I've finished by every Wednesday each week, if that makes sense. I used to do it on my Instagram stories. Now it's a Patreon only thing. The tip jar can be a subscription, so you can choose to pay £2 every month to support me, or I called it a tip jar so it could be a tip jar. If you just wanted to do a one-off £2 contribution, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the tip jar. The money gets taken within 24 hours, I believe, and then cancel it. And then you get a month's worth of perks and you never have to contribute again if you don't want to. I just wanted that option to be there should anyone want to make a tiny one-off contribution and not do the whole subscription thing. With the Goblin Gang tier, this is £6, again, because £1 of that is going to go to PayPal, so it's a £5 essentially for me in profit. This is the main tier where you get the main perks. So you do get access to monthly favourites post, you get access to the weekly reading updates, but you also get other perks. You get early access to videos. All my videos will be uploaded 24 hours before on the Patreon, if not earlier, sometimes if I finish them earlier, but definitely at least 24 hours before. If you would like, there is an option to put in your address as a shipping address when you subscribe to any of the tiers. If you subscribe to the Goblin Gang one, I will send you a handwritten, personalised welcome letter to the Patreon, because I love writing out like physical snail mail. I love using stickers. I love using fancy stationery, and I have some really nice postcards that I have no other use for and would love to send out to people with a thank you note for taking the time to subscribe to the Patreon if you so wish. It's completely optional. I completely get if you don't want to send your address out to a random stranger on the internet. Totally understandable, but there is an option there for that if you would like. When you subscribe, please let me know if you do want it or you don't. We will also have Patreon exclusive videos up there. At the moment, I'm doing DNF wrap-ups every month, so I'm going into detail about the books that I've DNF'd in a month and why I've DNF'd them, just as a little bonus on top of the wrap-ups of the books that I have read that I post on YouTube. There will also be polls for books that I can read, upcoming videos that you want to see, things like that. And there will be weekly reading sprints for those that want to join. I will go live and we will read or we will write. There will be sprints. Usually I use the Pomodoro method, but they will be in a regular weekly slot just to boost some productivity and get some reading done together. I would also like to start a monthly buddy read on Storygraph with you guys for anyone that wants to join, but we'll be voting on what books to buddy read, and I'll put options to a vote on my Patreon for the buddy read on Storygraph so that you can all choose what books you want to read along to every month with me. I also have some other ideas that I'd like to do for the Patreon once things start to get going a little bit. I have some book related spreadsheets, or at least one spreadsheet for the moment, that I might post on there as like a perk for people to use if they want to. I always track my reading on Excel, and this is what my spreadsheet looked like for 2024. Like, it's functional, it does all the stuff that I want, it creates the graphs that I want, but it's not pretty. It looks janky, and I really wanted to spruce that up for 2025, so everything was it was more interesting for me basically to put in what books I read and where my series tracker and things like that. So I am going to post my new 2025 reading tracker on my Patreon for you guys to download as you should wish. I'm going to do a little video explaining like what all the bits are and how I use it, because I am not so much of an Excel whiz that I can make all the data pull into all the graphs that I want. There is a certain amount of data that you have to pull out yourself every month or whenever you want to do it. So I'll do a little video about how to do that when I upload the file for you to be able to download whenever you want. I'm not going to put an extra cost on that, but that would just be for my Goblin Gang. And if I come up with any other spreadsheets, I currently have a Stardew Valley one. For the community centre, which is like a big to-do list and sort of like sorted by season and whatever. So if you would be interested in something like that, I might post that on Patreon as well, depending on who wants it and who doesn't. Things like that I want to post on there. I'm toying with the idea of doing like a Patreon only vlog, but I don't know if I have capacity for that. So we're going to hold fire on that for a minute, but that's the back of my mind. And yeah, if you've got any other ideas or things that you would like to see in a Patreon, perks that you would like to see, if you subscribe, do let me know and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Like a lot. And lastly, when it comes to like specific goals about the way that I read or the books that I want to read, I don't want to set any hard goals. Like, I don't want to set off the demand avoidance. I don't want to put all of that out there and then not fulfill it and do what I do every year and get really excited for the first quarter and then it just, yeah, that's not what I want to do. For the last 2 years, my stats for like yearly reading have looked like this. I would love it if I could just even that out a little bit. I'm even toying with the idea of like putting a cap on how many books I can read in a month, just so I don't fucking overdo it, particularly in the first half of the year, because I just go mental. Like, I absolutely just go mental. I would like to start going back to the library. I haven't been to the library in months. I was going so regularly at the beginning of the year and that was great. But I have DNF'd a lot of books that I have paid full price for in the last 6 months. And that's just not something I want to be doing. So I have access to audiobooks. I have access to ebooks via my library. I have access to a physical library. I have access to like Spotify and other places where I can borrow books or read them on my Kindle or anything like that before I buy them physically. And I think that's a habit I want to get back into because it was really good at the beginning of the year and then it just went out the window, and that's not so great. That's not so great. I just end up unhauling a lot of books that I've paid full price for, and that just makes me like curl up and die a little bit inside. So we're going to try and avoid that if I can. But yes, that is where I'm at for like goals, where this channel's going, that kind of vibe for 2025. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have got any goals for 2025 when it comes to your reading. Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you read similar things to me? Because like, I need to build up my little subscriber collection of who I'm subscribed to and who I'm following, because it is not as big as I'd like and it's not as like tailored as I'd like. So do like shout yourself out in the comments below if you have a YouTube channel or a BookTok channel or a Bookstagram channel. If you talk about books anywhere on the internet, shout yourself out down below and we can have a little follow fest. I think that would be cute. Join the Goblin Gang if you would like to. It's going to be linked down in the description of this video and every other video that comes out of this channel for the foreseeable. Shout out if there's any other perks that you would like to see. Please do like and subscribe if you like this kind of video. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to upload at least once a week, if not twice a week, and I will see you soon, hopefully. I'm really excited about the video ideas that I've got like brimming in my brain at the moment. So let's get them out. Let's get them going somewhere. See you later. Bye.